Jamahl, how do you diagnose this game? What did you see?
I think we got outworked. I mean, that's the first thing that I'll say, and I'll look at it. That's not our style of basketball. They beat us to 50-50 balls. Our communication broke down one too many times in transition, finding bodies. You got to give them credit the way they defended, the way they made it tough on us at the rim. They did some very good things, but we have to be better in that regard.
Do you feel like the difficulties converting at the rim and the general difficulties on offense from the third quarter onward seeped into the defense apart from their transition scores?
It seeped in because when we miss at the rim, they're able to get out on the break. And then you're cross-matched. Once you go to the rim and you don't finish or you don't get a call, then you're at the rim, and they took advantage of us, being down a body.
I know you're not one for excuses, but when you don't have guys like Franz, Jalen, and Tristan, just how hard is it to dig out of a stretch like you had in the second half where shots aren't falling?
Yeah, it's the little things within this game. I think they, like I said again, they beat us to way too many 50-50 basketballs that probably resulted in about 15 points. So our ability to, come up with those loose balls, come up with the rebounds, that's got to be what we're about. And tonight we didn't do that on a consistent basis. Regardless of who's on the floor, we've got to be better in that sense.
I know we talked before the game about how well you guys were doing, taking care of the ball. Tonight, obviously, that wasn't the case. What did you see out there as far as the turnovers?
I think a lot of times, again, you got to give Golden State credit. The way they swipe and swarm the basketball, their ability to get their hands on it, and us trying to make the easy play was what we probably need to do more of, the quick and simple decision. But then they give them credit for them getting a hand on a lot of basketballs in order to turn us over.
Jamahl, what did you see on the 7-minute stretch from the end of the third to the top of the fourth without a field goal?
I think we attacked the basket. We didn't make it at the rim. I think that's what goes into that stretch. You're at the rim, and we've got to convert those. And those breakouts were happening because you missed some easy early looks or some tough ones at the rim. And I give Golden State a ton of credit for being able to make it tough at the rim. And then the times that we had, some open looks, they didn't fall.
You play again tomorrow. Just how important will it be to kind of flush this one away and focus on Portland?
Yeah, we can take a lot from this, learn from the things that they did. We got to play a very good Portland team tomorrow who's just as physical, who can turn you over. So we got to make sure that we take care of the basketball tonight, learn from this game, and then move on to tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Coach.